Hi, it's me again with Corel Roll Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this photograph and want to know what the best way to design that, and it kind of had to really kind of look at it for a second. Well, let's take a rectangle and we're going to do it pretty close to that one. And I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. Let me move this one out of the way. Now we're going to contour that box so later on we can have the black box. Let's go to contour. Let's contour to the inside like 0.5 of an inch. That looks pretty good. Go up to Object and break the contour part. Take the outer one and delete it, or not delete it, move it out of the way. I'm suggesting they use the Distortion Tool. I'm going to just grab a 2-point line. And you need to make your lines longer than you would think, so they will reach from top to bottom all the way across. Now, get the Distortion Tool and click on, we've got it selected. Click on this one first and add a bunch of nodes. Then don't play with this white box, and then add, this is the peak and the heels. I think we need to add a few more nodes. Kind of hard to tell because they've got like 2 inside that little bitty spot. So we'll call that good because we can move this around. Now you need to go to Object and convert this to a curve to get your smoothing tool and smooth out these nodes. And you could do it as little or as much as you want. So let's move this guy over a little bit so we have 2. Let's hit the plus key on the keyboard, making a copy of that, and put the second copy up here. Maybe like right there. Shift select the other line, and let's open up the blend docker. And let's blend, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8, so we need 6 because we've already got 2. That looks too many. Let's do 5. That's good enough. And they can pick later. Go up to Object and break the blend apart. Now, let's nudge the rectangle out of the way. And we need to select all these lines and go to Object and group them. Now let's nudge this back. And at this time, you can move them wherever you wanted to. You could actually even squinch this down and make, the things a little bit different looking. You could widen them out a little bit. Now, because those are basically two groups, you can intersect. And there's our line. Then take your box and bring it there. Now we can just move this out of the way. And let's move this back. Now, I don't know that they want those colors, so I'm not going to use the color. The color eyedropper tool would match those colors. I'm just going to use the Smart Fill tool, and we're going to make that one purple. Make this one blue. I'm trying to kind of match what they had. And if you wanted a color, a specific color, you could make that color. Their colors are a little different than Corel's RGB colors that I'm using. Let's go ahead and make that one that color. Now, let's say you did want them the color. You could use the color eyedropper tool and grab the color eyedropper tool and get that green and put it. So I've got a little leak somewhere. Yep. Or maybe the color eyedropper tool is leaking. Let's see if that's not the case. Let's make that green down here. Yeah, the color eyedropper tool made it leak. So there's a way around that. I think I've already got that color, but it doesn't matter. And what color do I not have? Well, it doesn't matter. Let's make it a yellow. That's pretty close. Now, I would take away the outline by right-clicking, and I would nudge. Let's make our box black. Take away its outline. Sorry, I should have zoomed in. And then nudge this over. Look at there. You've got a framework around And what we have is good sharp vector lines versus the picture. Now I think now that we have the objects and you wanted that color, you could use the color eyedropper tool to sample that and put it in there. That's how good it is. You know, like that, you need to hit the space bar and you'll get rid of that, and then grab the eyedropper. And like that's a pretty cool color. You can put it right there, and you can do all the color if that's what you want. Now mine are a little bit more wavy, but you saw how I do it. This is a little bit sharper. But that's how I would do it. And this is the kind of thing I like playing around with just to see what it looks like. I'm going to group it together. And I'm going to get the spiral tool. This is just playing. And let's make it 20 inches. And you can change the whole thing up. I mean, you could change it a lot. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.